And we are now on.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to reset all the scores.
Very important, John. The scoring is important tonight.
Yeah.
It's only important like 3 times a year.
Do I not have my scorekeeper client running? What is this? Why is this not? Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally created a second GTT 211 under there. So
that's fine.
If you're going to delete one, please don't delete the one in which I've input all of the names. I really don't feel like typing those again.
Yeah, let me refresh this page. Let me kill that. Start that. Save points. Why is it not updating on my end? What's going on here?
That's interesting. I have a package I'm expecting to be delivered, and they said it would be delivered by 8 p.m. Tuesday. They also said it arrived at a facility in southern Maine at 1:45 today. So I don't think it's going to arrive, considering 8 p.m. Tuesday was 5 minutes ago.
Right. And it's in a different state. I mean, Stephen King's fucking you over.
I mean, like, if it was Indiana or Wisconsin, maybe I'd believe it, but Maine's a little further.
Let's see. Print. Decode JSON. No, I don't even want to do that. Just print the data as is. Okay, let's see what happens now. It's like it's just not getting any updates. I don't know what's going on here. I'm hitting the save points.
Every time I had to do something on there was I was getting the games ready, I had to refresh the page for it to show. It's classic Johnny pain in the ass. We love those.
Right? Crap. crap. It's it's not sending any updates out. Oh, okay, I think I know what the issue here is.
Guys, that's what John sounds like when John comes.
I
know what's happening.
Hickory dickory dock. You're supposed to Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh! God, Johnny really should adopt a Dice Man style persona for the show.
Maybe he's waiting for your head to head. He's gonna be Diceman next week.
But he's only gonna be just gonna be the Dice Man from A Star Is Born. So, it's just gonna be like a put upon Italian dad.
No, I was gonna say, I love the idea of Johnny showing up in just a studded leather jacket next week.
You got so much talent, Allie. I just want what's best for you. I'm of the deep end. Am I the only one who saw Star Is Born?
Yes.
I saw it. I'm just in the middle of something. There we go. There we go. So, John, in Scorekeeper, using the GTT 2-in-1 that's on the top of the list, right? Is that the one you're on?
I'm using the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the one I input all the fucking games on. So
got it.
Yep.
Switch to the second. There we go. Okay.
Cool.
Sweet. Okay, so that's up and running now. Now that's working.
All right, cool. Then we're ready for action.
Yeah, we were ready to start the show. As soon as I pull my soundboard back up. Okay, now we're ready.
Oh, hold on. I gotta make sure my soundboard sounds.
Oh, fuck.
How absurd! Did you get that?
All right, that's all we need.
Yep. Cool.
We did hear yours, John, just FYI, and then I played mine.
I was. You guys kind of no-sold it.
All right. Yeah, you guys ready to start the show?
Let's do it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nothing.
Yep. I know the issue here. Hold on.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh, it's been done.
That's all you're getting.
Let's see. Sound effects in. Sound effects in. There we go. Okay. You're all recording those still, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
Welcome to Game That
Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune back in the house once again. It's your boy John Harrington here, and I got my co-host John Regan with me. Say hey.
Hey.
That's right, we're only friends this week. Next week, man, I'm gonna fuck you up. But for now, me and Johnny were hosting together because it's the first head-to-head round of August Absurdity 5. And man, have we got a great show coming up for you tonight. We've got two fantastic competitors going head-to-head for a spot in the finals, for the ultimate GTT bragging rights, for the crown, for the glory, for all the marbles. It's going to be a fantastic tournament, and it starts head-to-head tonight. So let's just introduce these two fantastic VGM gladiators. I guess, let's see, the challenger should be introduced first. So, in one corner, we've got Jessie Moore, eternal challenger of August Absurdity. So, Jessie, I believe you have something to say?
Brother Sniffit, I knew you'd come. I'm thankful that all of you have joined me, the GTT audience, because these words and these events must be documented. My name is Jessie Moore, and a few days ago there was an incident that occurred that broke the barriers of my mind, and I became broken Jessie Moore.
I love this.
But the entity that is speaking to you now is the essence that is behind the wheel of this vessel. Yes. I am Damascus. I am 3,000 years old.
Yes.
I was generated in 999 BC. And I am a master of creating chaos, violence, and guessing video game music.
Yeah.
And Damascus has just been unleashed upon Game That Tune. As I play my Genesis of Sega, the 7 deities have given me a mandate to prove that I am the greatest guesser of games in all space and time. Yes. Brother Sniffit, this match we're about to have will be your true Armageddon. You will be rendered obsolete. I will delete your GTT crown. Delete, 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 delete.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. And so then in the other corner, we've got the 3-time August Absurdity champion, quietly just taking in all those remarks. The king of the show, King David Fleming. So, say hey, David.
Hey, I'm hoping for a good, clean match, and win or lose, I'm looking forward to the fun we have in August Absurdity.
Wonderful.
I kind of feel like maybe I should have gone first.
No. That's the beauty of it, man. You just never know what you're going to get out of Jessie's August Absurdity promo. And I know that you didn't prepare any remarks, so this is fantastic. It's good. You don't need to prepare remarks when you're the king. I don't see the crown yet, but it's sure to turn up by the end of the night. Maybe he's just playing coy, doesn't want anybody to I don't know, knock it off during the show and God, I mean, how embarrassing would it be to lose a round of August Absurdity with a crown on? I mean, just utter humiliation. I don't think David could take it. But yeah, so me and Johnny have curated all the selections tonight. We got a great show coming up. We got 5 great games. We've got a great fan request, and it's a cold-blooded, raw, head-to-head game that tune action, man. So David versus Jesse, and Johnny, I think we just got to jump right into it, man. Let's start with our first game.
Game 1.
Fuck game. Hell yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. So, the NES edition of this game features unique side-scrolling shooter levels. All right, guys. Let's
Hell
see some
yeah.
answers.
Should be good, man. Johnny, I kind of thought you were bringing a little better trivia than that, but it's okay. It's meant to be a challenge this week, man. Ooh.
Jesse says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and David says Super C. These are both.
Hold on. Can you slow down, John? Say it, not Misha Turtles.
Oh, okay, you're right. So Jesse has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. David has Super C. They're on the right track. They're both Konami games that they chose.
And TMNT, comic book game.
Yeah, and comic book. This is Batman Returns for the NES.
Ooh.
Which is pretty.
Thank goodness we're not playing the everybody gets it wrong sound tonight. I don't feel like hearing that several times.
No. We'll skip that.
Yeah.
The Man of Bat.
Now I do want to ask, because you said like they're on the right track. They're both Konami games. Are they actually Konami games or are they Ultra games?
Ooh,
Ultra.
Oh shit! I don't have that sound. I don't have it queued up. Damn it.
I want to say it's actually just a Konami game, but maybe
I believe they're. I mean,
shit, David.
I know
What are you
Batman
doing throwing
Returns.
challenges at us?
I was just making a bit because Ultra was Konami.
Okay, yeah. But yes, it is officially Konami. By that time, I guess Nintendo had been like, all right, fuck it, just publish everything as Konami. We're tired of dealing with this multiple parties shit. So yeah. Anyway, fucking Batman Returns on the NES. That's Johnny, that was a dope soundtrack. Johnny actually picked this one. I felt pretty good about that pick because I thought maybe you guys had played it at some point. It being a Batman game and all, but I also thought it'd be a little bit difficult because it's not the Batman game that we all know for the NES. Certainly not the Batman soundtrack we all know for the NES. Nor really is it a Batman movie that I think lends itself well to being adapted to a game. It's really something.
I was gonna say I have played Batman.
Oh.
I'm gonna try refreshing. I'm lagging.
Okay.
That's all right, man. It's gonna be the ultimate Jessie win if David just quits after game 1.
Oh, but Senor Harrington, I did say he would be deleted.
Delete.
God, that soundtrack is so good.
It is really good, man. Jesse, you're gonna be doing multiple Jesse Moore personas tonight.
Just one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, how am I doing now?
Sound good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Cool. So I was going to say I have played Batman Returns, but not on the NES, just the Super Nintendo beat 'em up.
That actually makes more sense since it came out in like 1992, like
1993.
Oh fuck, even later. God. Yeah, nobody should have played this on the NES. God, John, what were we thinking?
It's pretty sweet because it's basically like it's a little bit different because like the Super Nintendo one that David mentioned is kind of like Final Fight with Batman, and this is more like Double Dragon with Batman. Like it's basically Double Dragon, but you're Batman.
I was gonna say, hold on, John. Now, distinguish those two things.
Well, Final Fight is not on NES. So
Mighty Final Fight is.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, really, they're completely different. In Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo, you can pick up and use a pipe like Final Fight, whereas
Right.
Batman Returns for the NES, you pick up and use a baseball bat like Double Dragon.
Yeah.
They're totally different games.
very different
would
games.
love- Batman hitting people with a bat would be just fantastic.
I would play the shit out of that and watch the shit out of that.
Exactly. Batman. God,
But is it like a normal bat or is it a bat?
Oh, see, yeah, it would have to say bat. It would have to be in the cave.
Has
Labeled.
little like wings on the end of it.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
they like shink out of it, like.
Oh yeah, because like when you throw the bat in Double Dragon, it like shinks out fucking batarang wings. It'd be pretty good, man.
I would just love
Yes.
to see Val Kilmer pull out a baseball bat and somebody's like, "You here to play a little ball?" And he's like, "Yes." Or he says something, batter up, shink, little bat wings pop out.
Why didn't you go with the actual Batman that was in this movie, man? Why didn't you say Michael Keaton? He's the
'Cause
superior Batman.
Because it's way funnier to say Val Kilmer.
I actually really like the idea of Val Kilmer Batman like pulling out a bat. It's like, oh, you ready to play some baseball? Yes. And then he just starts wailing on people.
Yes, I am.
No pun. It's
Yep.
he just goes,
God, we got to fire those writers. Got all those fucking ice puns, and he couldn't even think of one thing involving Batman using a bat. Oh, jeez. But yeah. So anyway, David played the beat 'em up version of this. Jesse, did you play any of the Batman NES games or any of the versions of Batman Returns?
Not of Returns. No, I've played the original Sunsoft one. And
Yeah,
I played Return of the Joker on Genesis.
right.
Now Batman Forever, that game is fucking horseshit.
Really?
yeah, it's pretty bad.
I didn't know.
Because you can't figure out how to use your fucking grappling hook, and you're stuck in the first level forever. And then once you do find out how to do it, you have to hook it on like a part of the stage just right, or you're not going anywhere. And it's just such a bad game. It's probably one of the shittiest games I've ever played. It's like E.T. but Batman.
Oh no.
Wow. Ringing endorsement. Jesus God.
You're just constantly falling in holes, and FBI agents are
No, you're
tracking you down all the
stuck in
time.
one of the hole.
Oh fuck. Sounds great, man. I think might have to play that at some point. Batman Forever for a while there, in my foolish youth, was my favorite Batman movie. So I owe it to myself to try that shitty game.
Yeah,
Shit.
I remember Batman Forever, the movie coming out. I remember running the Super Nintendo with my friend and going to play it, and just being like, "This sucks." like wow.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Can we go back to the idea of E.T. but with Batman and just imagine a movie where the government is trying to kidnap Batman because he keeps recruiting Robins by giving them Reese's Pieces?
Oh God, that's got a weird undercurrent to it, but yeah. It gets weird when it's Batman luring kids, not a friendly alien.
So Elliot keeps Batman in the garage or whatever.
Instead,
that's the Batcave.
He trades in the Batmobile for a windowless white van.
No, John, no.
And then Batman dresses up like Yoda for Halloween.
Yes, perfect.
But he still has he's got two sets of ears, the sideways ears and then the pointy bat ears.
Oh God, I love it. Yeah, Batman dressing up for Halloween. That's actually, we could pitch on that for years. But no, seriously, what's the deal? Like, Batman Returns. I know this was back in the heyday of having to make a movie tie-in game, but like, was Batman Returns really the kind of movie you needed a tie-in game to? Like, who's your final boss? Is it fucking Christopher Walken? Is it Danny DeVito? Is it is it Catwoman?
No.
No, it's the Penguin.
He's not that menacing. I mean, what happened to him in the movie? Didn't he just get killed by his own penguins or something? I can't. I actually don't recall the end of Batman Returns.
I don't remember the end either, actually.
I remember his death, where they're like putting him into the boat and like pushing him into the river like a funeral thing. But I don't remember how he got to that point.
Yeah, that's actually one of my earliest I shouldn't have watched that disturbing movie memories, like Penguin bleeding like blue blood and being pushed into the water by the penguins, and then it's just his corpse floating there. I'm like 6 and looking at it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Like this is utterly disturbing.
Okay, Penguin, it's himself. He's a pretty good villain, but he's not like the best. Like, he's good if you're doing like mobster stuff or like political stuff, like in the 66 Batman when he runs for mayor. That's some fucking great Penguin shit.
Yeah, and that's it. Batman Returns too. I like that, but he's not a physical match for anyone.
Yeah, like he's got henchmen and stuff, but fucking, you don't want to see him fighting the bat, a whole lot. Like, he's got the fun umbrellas and shit, but he's just not like a top tier villain,
The final boss fight for this should be the Penguin shooting at you with an umbrella and then jams or something, and he runs off and you have to do a little platforming or something and get to him, and then he's got a new umbrella with a new gadget that fucks you up. So it's just heightening of what the umbrellas are doing. Like, first one shoots a little knockout gas or something, next one it's fucking a flamethrower or something. Then he's helicoptering around on the umbrella, and then eventually it's just a gun.
It's like a 5-phase boss fight, but every phase is just a different color umbrella.
Yeah, God damn it! Okay, bow 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 bow. Be pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's funny to me, the thought of adapting this, and really, I mean, adapting the first Batman, the Joker's not really a match for Batman either. So maybe it's just a Burton problem where they just couldn't. They had no way to have a villain make sense for a face off with Batman. Joker fucking accidentally offs himself. Penguin is done in by whatever. Catwoman gets away. Spoilers.
At least Joker's crazy enough to go fisticuffs with Batman.
Right.
he can take some punches and he's got crazy stuff up his sleeve. But
That's true.
Penguin is just saying, "Wah, nyah, nyah, nyah," you know.
Yeah. No, there's a reason, like, I think in Arkham Asylum or maybe Arkham City, whenever you're facing off with the Penguin, it's like, it's just a series of obstacles, and then once you finally get to him, you just, like, sock him in the face, and you get, like, it's like, yep, that's mission's complete. Like, there is no fight. The fight is all the puzzles to get to him. If you face him, like, he's done. So, I like the Penguin, don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, I do too.
Thinking about adapting this for the NES, it's like, how could they possibly put a penguin fight in the NES? Like, is it Chill Penguin from Mega Man X? Does he slide back and forth? Like,
It would be like, all right, we've got our NES Batman game, and we've got our final boss, Calendar Man. Wait, what?
Oh God! See,
what
they
about
should.
the dude who cuts himself? That would be way better.
Oh yeah, Zaz would have translated fantastically to fucking to the
He's
NES.
just pixel graphics.
He's just that dude from Double Dragon with the knife that runs at you. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Perfect. But Batman Returns, cool movie. I can talk for hours about that movie. Maybe we'll watch it someday. But in terms of the game, guys, any final thoughts?
I think from my research on the game, it is pretty faithful to the movie. Like, it covers the whole movie, and they did a pretty good job with keeping the art kind of dark and looking similar to the movie. Like, it's pretty faithful.
Give it up to that Burton art direction. It I don't know. It works for a game to an extent. I want a little bit of color in my games, but I don't know. The Burton style is it's pretty cool. I'd say that's pretty. It makes a pretty cool pastiche for making NES graphics out of it. Like a little dark, a little bit of neon, splashes of color here and there. I think it's good call. But anyway, Batman Returns. What a game. Batman Returns for the NES. Fucking who knows what kind of game. But anyway, Johnny, I think it's time to keep it going to the next one.
Game 2.
right, guys, a little bit of trivia for you. This movie game made the bold choice of starting the game at over halfway through the movie that it's based on.
Man, that was some bops.
Yeah. And a nice slap bass going on.
Mm-hmm. Love it, man.
Yeah.
Who's feeling great?
You both are too excited for this. It makes me worried.
Let's see. I can't quite read David's. It's a little dark.
David says cliffhanger.
Incorrect.
Awesome choice. God, is there a cliffhanger game? If there is,
There
I
is.
should find out.
There is.
Fuck,
There
I
is.
really should have played that by now.
And Jesse says Batman Genesis.
Oh man, tough call, John. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm gonna say, man, I'm not comfortable making this call, John. I think we got to give it. I don't know, man.
I think it's a wash. Nobody got it right.
Nobody got it right. This is Batman.
Sorry, guy.
This is Batman Returns for Sega Genesis.
How many different versions of Batman Returns are there?
6.
Yeah,
Now,
there's a
hold on.
lot.
Wait, now, Johnny, tell me. Yeah, I signed off on a lot of the things that you came with ideas for. For August Absurdity. A little peek behind the curtains. I've been having a busy week at work, but, kind of stressful week on personal fronts. So I let Johnny do a lot of the selections here, and he didn't really run this by me. You didn't fill the entire show with Batman Returns ports, did you, John? Because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page now, and I think you could have pulled it off. There was one. There was several versions. It's Game Gear, Master System, Genesis, Sega CD. SNES. Yeah. Oh, the Atari Lynx, of course.
Yeah.
So, hang on.
What's more absurd than a show where every game is Batman Returns?
Well, the problem is you just spoiled it. Here's the thing: kind of tipped your hand on the rest of the show if that's the case.
Shit.
Yeah, I like the inspiration. We got all worked up last week because we used like a different version of an existing game that had been used on the show to much contention. It literally broke Jessie for this matchup. So I like where your head's at, John, and I like that you included 2 great Batman Returns soundtracks. I forgot to shout out the first NES version composer, Takashi Tateishi, my man, and then the composer on this Genesis one, Paul Gadbois, not really my man, but a great bopping soundtrack, so it might become one of my men. But Johnny, I don't know if we could do a whole show of Batman Returns. you didn't really run that by me, John. You kind of mentioned you thought about doing one version, like, and then or like two versions, like a little throwback to last week's ridiculousness. I don't know if we can do 5 versions of Batman Returns.
well, it was really 4 because
Actually, no, it'd be 4 and a request, and the request was not Batman Returns. Spoilers. No one requested Batman Returns this week. So
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Dell to request Batman Returns for the Atari Lynx.
Right. My mind is really just wondering, how did John key in on Batman Returns? Like, all right, we got to think of games that both Jesse and David will like. 5 versions of Batman Returns. I got nothing in the barrel.
I want to know, because you say this game starts like at the halfway point of the movie. So, like, does the game start at the Penguins rally running for mayor?
I was gonna say, I was waiting to see if you would get it right as to what the opening event of this game is.
The game opens with Penguin killing the Ice Princess, which happens at the 79-minute mark of a 126-minute movie. So about 62% of the way through the movie.
Yeah, bold choice. Like, the first half of that movie, pointless. Can't adapt it. No one needs to know.
You don't need it. It doesn't
Who's
matter.
this cat person? It doesn't matter.
No, don't sweat it. People who have seen the movie by now, they know about the Penguin's parentage, and they know who Catwoman is. Let's just get to the action. Got to figure out ways to, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why start the game there? Like, thinking about the movie, like, does anything come of them like framing Batman for that? Like, they framed Batman for that murder. Like, I know Batman's always a vigilante in like the Nolan ones, but like, does anything really come of that? Like, do the cops fight him at some point? I feel like that whole movie is just him fighting clowns.
Yeah, like, I don't think that really I haven't seen Batman Returns in a long time / ever, but
whoa.
From
now we're really getting deep, John. I'm sorry. You picked Batman Returns, multiple versions of Batman Returns for this episode. You haven't seen it?
Yeah. What's the issue here?
I mean, he chooses games he doesn't play. Obviously, he's going to choose a game he doesn't play based off a movie he hasn't seen.
Well, no, I have played this game. Hold on. When I was a kid, I remember seeing Batman Returns. Batman Returns for Sega Genesis at the rental store, and I was so excited about just like a Batman game. Like, I rented it, and it wasn't very good, and I was very confused. And I feel like maybe if I had seen the movie, it would have made a lot more sense.
Right. Yeah. Who would have thought that a Genesis adaptation of a popular film wouldn't really live up to the film? Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know, John. I feel like we gotta reset here. I don't think we can do this to the guys. Jesse is like, he's stone-faced fuming right now. He wasn't ready for this. Shit, man. We gotta rectify this. It sucks. I really didn't want to have to do any work for this episode, but I can throw some different music in the drive. So Johnny admitted, how many other Batman Return soundtracks did you have?
Well, I had the 4 plus a bonus just in case, so I had 5 total.
Bonus was the Spencer Nielsen Sega CD version.
No, it was gonna be the Atari Lynx version.
God, the Lynx again. What is it with you and the Lynx, John?
We've never used it on the show. I was so excited to add a new console.
Why the fuck did we start with the Lynx then? We could have actually scratched one off the list. Like, David would have said Batman Returns for the NES. Be like, wrong, motherfucker. No, it's Batman Returns for the Atari Lynx, a completely different game. We could have really scratched one off, man. But no. It's that's all right. It's cool. It's cool. Fucking A. Okay. Well, so we got to get the show back on track. So Johnny, if there's nothing else on any version of Batman Returns, you need to apologize. Don't apologize. But guys, they do seem testy. So
you said
we're gonna find a way to make this right.
All right.
So Johnny, move on to the fan request, and then I'll dig through my crates, and we'll get something else up here.
All right, sounds good.
Fuck yeah.
Game 3.
All right, fellas. So this is our fan request for the evening. This one came to us via our Discord from Tyler Tedesco, Patreon super fan Tyler Tedesco. Thank you very much, Tyler, for the request. So Famitsu's guidebook for this game holds a development history section that lists the entire redesign process. Early ideas consisted of a Mickey Mouse-esque version of the character, a outfit with overalls, and many different styles of ears. John, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you guys are feeling good about that one, because I am. That music just put me in a great mood. That's what it's here for, to lift those spirits. All right. Jesse says Klonoa 2. David says Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. Jesse is correct. This is Klonoa 2 Lunatia's Veil for PlayStation 2. On the board, folks.
Should have thought of that because of the ears.
All about the ears, baby. Many styles of ears. Let me tell you. I didn't really look through the guidebook, but I've been assured they really were thinking about those ears. Like that old man on Facebook thinking about those beans. They were thinking about those ears. That's a really obscure internet reference for anybody.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I missed that meme.
You been thinking about those beans?
Old dude on Facebook just posted to the Bush's Beans Facebook page, thinking about those beans. That's
one of my favorite memes ever. I'm gonna crack up because it's just some old dude who wrote onto the Bush's Facebook page, "I'm no apostrophe spelled with a semicolon, thinking about those TOHS beans." Fuck yeah, Cliff. That's what's up. Thinking about those beans. Oh, Barry, Johnny, take over.
So, so David, Jesse, have you guys played this game?
I've not played Klonoa 2, no.
You guys ever thought
Not
about
at
those
all.
beans?
Those ears,
Yes.
thinking about those ears, that was what I was trying to make.
So this is this is Klonoa 2 for
You know,
PlayStation 2.
There's a scene in Tommy where I think it's Anne Margaret's in that movie, and she throws a wine bottle through a TV and like bubbles start coming out. But then after the bubbles come out, baked beans start coming out, and she's
Really?
like rubbing baked beans on herself. It's actually kind of like hot and confusing. It's great. If you could just look up Tommy and beans, and I think you'll find the clip. It's pretty intense.
That's the problem. I only just look up beans. I don't look up anything else and beans. I always just Google beans when I'm thinking about those beans. Damn it! I shouldn't have said it again. If I say the words "those beans," I start cracking up, man. Damn it! Oh, okay. Klonoa 2, Lunatius Vale.
I'm a little curious how there's a Klonoa 2. Not that the first game wasn't enjoyable. It's incredibly enjoyable, and I highly recommend everyone play it. But for reasons that I can't really discuss for spoilers, like the end of that game is, I don't know how you'd make a sequel.
Klonoa 2, Return of Grandpa.
He's thinking about them beans.
Exactly.
Hey, Klonoa, could you go get me some of them beans?
The game opens
Klonoa's
with the
talking
Bush's
to the-
beans ads.
Yeah. Game opens. Klonoa says, "Roll that beautiful bean footage."
Wonderful.
Grandpa comes back to life, and he's like, "Klonoa, I've been thinking about those beans." And then, then you have a sequel. It's a great game. I don't know what everybody's so confused about. Because David didn't want to do spoilers for a game from 2001. Or rather, spoilers from the predecessor of the game from 2001. Klonoa came out before that. David, give a nice spoiler alert and tell us why there shouldn't be a sequel to Klonoa.
They all died.
Was it like some Game of
it's
Thrones shit?
No, it's such a it's such a good game,
Act
and
it out.
if you have any interest at all, I highly recommend not listening to the spoiler part and actually playing it, because it is a very touching, sweet story. It
You've
made me
been
cry.
warned.
Anyhow, spoilers for the game. Spoilers. So the entire time, Klonoa has this friendship with this spirit named Hupo, and they're real good friends and everything, blah blah blah. And then at the end of the game, after you stop the nightmare and save the world and everything, you Klonoa and Hupo are just hanging out, talking about what should we do today? This will be fun. And then Hupo is basically saying well, the thing is, I can't stay. I have to leave. You're not real. This is a dream world. And then there's a rip in the fabric of reality, and Hupo gets sucked into it, and Klonoa tries to stop him, and it's heartbreaking and sad and whatnot, but that's how the game ends. Klonoa's world, it's a dream world. It kind of ends. So how did they make a sequel?
I mean, if it's a dream world, just dream another dream, baby.
Freddy
it.
Krueger.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh man, Klonoa cross Freddy. That must be it. Yeah.
I'm thinking about those beans, bitch.
Bitch. Now I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to look.
I do want to play Klonoa. I do want to play Klonoa too, because I really enjoyed the first game. No, I'm not thinking about those beans, Jesse.
Oh,
But it had a really fun gameplay hook where you would kind of reach out and grab enemies, and then you could use them as a projectile.
grab
And
it
that
by the
includes
beans.
And that includes throwing them down, so it gave you a double jump. So it was a really fun game. I just didn't know they made a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they? They at least made a sequel or report for the Game Boy Advance. I believe we've used that one before, but yeah, maybe not a full-fledged sequel like this. Yeah, I mean,
I remember using that one because it was like a puzzle platformer.
word. But like, again, if it's a dream world, just dream a different dream. Like Klonoa woke up from that world after it was destroyed, or maybe like the dream was collapsing in on itself, and Klonoa had to inception himself, and so they had to go deeper, man. They had to go into someone else's dream, and so this is just this is like the shadow version of like the first game, and it's a new dream. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't played the Klonoa games, but I'm just saying it could be an Inception thing.
He's thinking about them dreams.
Think about going deeper into those dreams. Oh shit. God, I was expecting to get off on those beams.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I mean I want to play these games based on David's recommendations, and also just having a colorful like animal kind of platform and kind of situation like that. That's something that I guess they do it still a little bit here and there. But like, yeah, bring this back. Like, where's Klonoa? Do they need to decide? Do they need to pick a fucking lane? Is it a cat or is it a rabbit, or are they just going to stick with Cabot?
I think they should stick with Cabot, and like, I mean,
isn't that a kind of cheese?
I was going to say, what the hell is
the Klonoa extra sharp?
Yeah.
If you look at like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, like what is he? Like you can have.
Fox.
I don't think he is.
No. She had big ears.
Okay. Like there is a precedence for like non-realistic animals as video game characters, so fuck it.
Don't say Dust and Elysian Tail to me, David.
That's not at all what I was going to say, but okay.
I couldn't remember what the animal from that was, so I assumed it was an amalgamation of many like ninja-based mammals. But no, honestly, I think it's a good way to create a character. Quite frankly, like is it a cat? Is it a rabbit? Don't worry about it. It's a Cabot. Is it a banjo? Is it a kazooie? Don't worry about it. It's a banzooie.
It's a bear and a bird. They're very upfront about the whole situation.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, combine them. Like, instead of having a bear with a backpack containing a bird and all the very odd questions that brings up, smush them together.
We don't want to have like odd questions about a bird hanging out in a backpack that a bear's wearing. So let's just genetically modify them into one chimera with two heads.
Bingo. Or it's a cool bear. It's a bear with a beak and wings with claws and like a puka shell necklace. I don't see what the issue is. It's a bear that shits eggs. Like, just combine the two things together. Like, it's like Yuka and Laylee. Like, oh, it's a bat and an iguana. Just make it a bat guana. It's like
no, I don't think that works the way you think that works.
I'm hearing it now. That might be a bad idea. But what I'm saying is, the possibilities are endless if you actually just start, kind of weirdly smushing the animals together. So, next company out there that wants to make some new fun animal-based platforming game, take a page from the Klonoa series.
Or
take two
dog.
animals that are exactly. Oh God, don't make a cat dog game. That's the that's the worst idea, because the existence of cat dog implies.
How do they poop?
That's the thing. Somewhere there's a creature that's just two asses, and I can't have that, man. Cat dog.
The president.
God, man, cat dog is not my tempo. That's God, no, thank you, no cat dog games. But yeah, I guess how do you combine the word cat? I was gonna say, don't make a game based on the Nicktoon cat dog, but make a game in which a cat and a dog are one creature, like Klonoa. It's like, oh wait, no, you still get cat dog. You can't really combine those. Crap. But I don't know. David could draw it up. I'm sure we could figure out how to combine most animals to make a fun platforming game. That's all I'm saying. Fun, colorful platforming game with confusing animals. What's the problem? Make it happen.
I'll call up Namco and we'll do this.
Yeah, exactly. They're down. They've let the Klonoa series go dormant. They're ready for a new animal combo, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, John.
That was me, like waiting for one of you to say something as I pulled up the Wikipedia page to see when the last Klonoa game was, and sure enough, it was in 2008.
I was
So
gonna say, I think it was the Wii remake of the first one.
it was indeed. Spoilers. That's the next game we're featuring on the show. We do remakes now. No, in actuality, we're moving on to a different game. Thank you,
Batman.
Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for the fantastic request. David, Jesse, Johnny, any final thoughts on Klonoa or two animals you'd like to see smushed together to make a platforming game?
I would like to see another Klonoa game. I just wanted to get that in before Johnny came up with something incredibly horrible.
I would like to see a rat and a pigeon. That's what I want to see.
Smushed together or sewn together?
Sewn together.
Terrible mechanics in this game. Jesse, any two animals you'd like to see smushed?
A human and a walrus, and they made a movie called Tusk.
God, I don't want I don't want a game adaptation of that. Like, we're closing the book on movie adaptations tonight. We're not doing Tusk the game. I'm sure Kevin Smith would love to make a game, but whatever.
Yeah, two of them. There's like
Does
a River City Ransom type beat 'em up that takes place in a mall. It looks pretty cool.
Shit, that actually sounds kind of fun. Anyway, Klonoa's dope. And Johnny, let's keep it going, man.
Game 4.
All right, fellas. So, this fucking game. So during the development of this game, the staff that worked on the first game in the series had absolutely nothing to do with this sequel, which was released only in North America. All right, how you guys feeling?
Not very good.
Would it help if I don't know, gave you the Japanese title of this game? Maybe that'll help.
You
I
said it
thought
was
it
only
wasn't
released
released.
in North America.
Yeah, I know. It was going to be released in Japan, and then they didn't.
Oh,
So it's really useless information. Is what I'm trying to tell you now.
sure, go for it.
Yeah.
So before this game was scrapped in Japan, it was called Cho Wakusei Senki Metafight. It's not meant to be helpful, guys. I'm fucking with you. So, who's thinking about those beans? Anybody that writes those beans gets a point. You know that.
God damn it.
Oh, man. David says, Weapon Lord, sadly, not those beans. And Jesse says, those beans. However, he put an E on it. That's not the way you spell those beans. There's no
come
E
on.
beans. He's sadly incorrect. No, guys, this is a fantastic sequel for the Sega Genesis. Of course, by that sound, you know that. This is Blaster Master 2.
That's
Huh.
Yeah. Right?
I did not know this existed.
now I reckon that last song was in my brain for some reason, and that's
Sounds
why.
a little familiar, huh?
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Damn it. I just literally got a text from my wife from the back of the house that said, close your door. I'm like, fine. I guess I'm yelling. Got me all hot thinking about those beans and Blaster Master 2.
That's what happens when you have those beans.
So, I get hot with the beans, man.
You become the Blaster Master. On the toilet.
God. Oh, Johnny, where's the sound? You should have played it for yourself for that. Do not disparage those beans with poop jokes, John. Like, are you out of your mind?
Those beans, the wonderful fruit.
He was thinking about those beans. He was not thinking about farting or pooping, John. Anyway, talking about Blaster Master 2. Blaster Master 2, the Master of Blaster, for the
Peter
Genesis.
North? Oh.
Yes, that's the one I mean. Oh, no. It's the game we all played, right? Like,
I
the game
did.
that they literally knew existed.
Yeah, see, when I said I didn't know this existed, that doesn't mean I never played it.
Right. I mean, you know, David's such a big Blaster Master fan. I assume you just played this and then like entered a fugue state and forgot that the game existed, but you have like vague muscle memory things associated with playing a Genesis version of Blaster Master. Like,
Yeah, at Dr. Glennis's office, we all played it.
whoa, John, I am real tired of these. I am so tired of these hyper specific St. Augustine references, especially because if my memory serves, I'm sorry for everybody that listens to this podcast that didn't grow up in goddamn St. Augustine. Dr. Glennos is the fucking orthodontist there. It's where we all got our braces. David didn't have braces.
David didn't have braces.
No, that was the thing. I actually had a different orthodontist.
Did you have braces?
No.
David needs braces. That's
Dental plan.
yeah, exactly.
See, I just remember being so upset because
plan.
in our yearbooks, like they would always get every student who was like one of Dr. Glennis's patients to come and they take like a picture and everything. I never got to leave class because I was not one of his patients.
I didn't go to that shit.
I don't remember that.
Nope. I'm not fucking promoting your goddamn place.
He also
I
had
don't want to have braces.
He had a Halloween party where you could bring your candy in or something, and I mean, I also never did that. Like, I was gonna eat the damn candy.
Hey, you fucking creepy weirdo. Like, I don't want to go to your office on Halloween, you fucking orthodontist. Like, you out of your mind? Anyway, John, again, moratorium on hyper-specific St. Augustine references, please. Because we're talking about Blaster Master 2, the sequel everybody knows, my man.
God, no St. Augustine references, no Batman movie games. Like, we are laying down the law on this episode.
It's what happened.
We're not saying no Batman movie games. We're saying no 5 Batman movie games.
Right, exactly. Batman Returns could come up next week, but just not tonight again. And
well, I mean, now it's not coming up next week.
Yeah, don't let it, because if you guys pick Batman Returns for the Atari Lynx and Johnny gets it right because he spent apparently all week only picking Batman Returns, I'm going to be a little pissed because I didn't listen to it. So, I'm getting mad in advance. Let's not do that. Let's talk about Blaster Master 2, the game that takes place 4 years after the first Blaster Master. I mean, we all love Blaster Master. It's a game we all played back when it came out, right?
Yeah, the game is awesome.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I want to know is 4 years later, did he rescue his frog?
That's a good question. It just kind of says it takes place 4 years after his encounter, and his only reminder of the incident is Sophia, the vehicle he used to escape the encounter. So maybe the frog died. I mean, what is the status of the frog? It's not really here in this description. It's really unfortunate.
Well, that was all in the first one.
As far as reminders of things you've done in the past, owning a tank is a pretty big one.
A tank with a name. Like,
I have known. Oh, that thing that happened. Oh, my memories of it are fleeting. Except for this giant goddamn tank in my front yard.
Why did I Why did I tie this string around this tank again? It was definitely to remind me of something.
Man,
Tanks for
remember that wild shit that that I did with Sophia? Oh, you talking about like the girl you lost your virginity to? No, I'm talking about my goddamn tank. Is what I'm talking about. Who are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know the fucking Blaster Master lore, and clearly it's very important for Blaster Master 2. I mean, because it actually is in the timeline of the first Blaster Master. It takes place 4 years later, and you got to collect the parts of Sophia and go on a new adventure. You're still playing as Jason. No sign of the frog. Because yeah, even like Control effing Frog on this page, it just says like, he's the character that accidentally discovered Sophia while trying to retrieve his pet frog. It's like, tell me about the frog. Is the frog okay? Like, we're here for the frog. God damn it! The frog's name is Fred. Yeah, the tank didn't even need a name. The frog needed a name. But I don't know. This game looks acceptable. It seems like a game that no one played. Like it's Blaster Master on Sega, so like it's got some good color, but like I don't know. Obviously I didn't play it, and from the things I've seen of it, it seems like the side-scrolling parts with the tank, like the tank's too big. Part of what I remember about like playing Blaster Master is like the world feeling like it was too big. This one, it feels like the world's too small, like the screen's too small, the tank's too big. So, I don't know what to make of it. I'm glad they eventually righted the ship on the Blaster Master series with the, Blaster Master Zero and sequel there. But, this one, it looks like they just, I was speaking to the trivia. This has apparently nothing to do with the original team that made the game. They hired Software Creations to make the game. And I'm like, why the fuck, if you're going to make a sequel, like if Sega's going to like pitch hard on a sequel to get, an exclusive for their Sega Genesis, why wouldn't you get it made by fucking like, the Sunsoft studio or whoever made the first game? Like, why outsource it to some, fucking British guys that, to my knowledge, I mean, I feel like I know the name Software Creations. It's like where like David Wise got to start doing video game music and stuff like that. But it's like, are they known for anything particularly good?
Solstice, Silver Surfer.
Thank you, John. You're proving my point. Keep reading.
Let's see here. Wolverine for NES, Tom and Jerry and Tuffy for NES.
Yeah.
Treasure Master.
You're really proving my point here. They shouldn't have fucking called these men.
A lot of good soundtrack games.
Great soundtracks. David Wise soundtracks, Tim Follin soundtracks. Fantastic. But, fuck, am I wrong about that David Wise thing? Yeah, I think I am. I'm mistaking that. God, what a fool I've been. I'm going to edit that part out where I got that wrong. It's where Tim Follin got to start. David Wise wasn't involved with Software Creations. He was a Rare man. God, what a fool I've been.
It's gonna be so weird to listen to the edited version of like, yeah, that's where Tim Follin got his start. Fuck David Wise.
Perhaps you need
who was talking about David Wise?
In the lake of reincarnation.
Fuck yeah, Jesse, I could use a dip in that lake. This is ridiculous. Blaster Master 2, whatever. It's it's a game that I don't think anyone played. Because I mean, seriously, like if it were, one of you guys would remember it, right? Like,
I mean, I played it, but it's very forgettable. Like I don't even want to say it's just more Blaster Master, because like apart from being in the same tank and it looking 16-bit, it played just like janky. Like it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It wasn't Blaster Master. It was just like, it's like someone gave you a car and it had a boat motor inside of it.
That makes sense.
Would that be great? Is the car amphibious?
No, it's like
obviously not, John.
It's like a Ford F-150, and you lift the hood, and it's just like a boat engine in there.
It's
and it's not like it's an outboard motor, and it's not even hooked up to anything. It's just in there, and
just an Evan Root just sitting there, not attached to anything. It just chops up your fucking fuel lines and shit. It's all fucked up, John. Yeah, that's Blaster Master 2, all right. No, I mean I can't even say great soundtrack. Honestly, it's a very tinny Genesis soundtrack. They did what they can. Shout out to the composer Tony Williams. But man, if they had just given this to Sunsoft, Kodaka-san would have been like, I can make this sing. I got you. I got your Blaster Master soundtrack right here. He didn't have to go deep into his ass. It was right there. He just pulled it right out. It's like, wow. I had a second game's worth of Blaster Master music all lined up. But anyway, or also, and fuck, I'm glossing over that. So, it's done by Software Creations and published by Sunsoft, and composer Tony Williams. It's Software Creations game. How did we not get a Tim Follin Blaster Master soundtrack for the Genesis? What the fuck, man? What was Tim working on? Like, oh,
Oh man,
That would have been
they really
amazing.
dropped the ball on that.
they did. I mean, seriously, yeah, that was the obvious answer. Like, actually, in fairness, if I'm looking at this correctly, 1993, there were a few software creations games. Good chance Tim Phone's working on Plock. So good on him for that. Not so good on him for also being working on Equinox. This show has a long history of saying fuck Equinox. But yeah, I guess if Tim had to pass off the Blaster Master 2 soundtrack so he could get Plock out there, that's cool. But I kind of feel like he should have taken it all on. Fucking A. Tim Phone, legend. Blaster Master 2, not so much of a legend.
Trash.
Yes, sadly. Trash that frankly was better left in the underground nuclear wasteland. So somebody give me a goddamn update on that frog. And let's keep going to the next game.
Game 5.
Ugh. All right, guys. So this game, they decided to get rid of the multiplayer element so they could focus on the fantastic single-player story. And this story, man, it's got multiple elements that draw parallels with the first Star Wars movie. It's unclear if those parallels are intentional or not. All right, who's feeling great?
I have an answer, but I know I'm wrong.
Sorry, guys. I made this one tough.
I bet you guys wish you were doing the All Batman Returns show now.
Oh, man. So David says PN03, sadly incorrect. Jesse says Bean Wars, also sadly incorrect, but I like where his head's at. Now, this is another odd sequel in the canon. This is Bomberman Hero for the Nintendo 64.
Oh man, I thought it was
Oh.
an N64 soundtrack. I just
It
Had no
sounds
idea.
pretty good for Nintendo 64 soundtrack. I feel like they knew that Nintendo 64, couldn't necessarily make the best music, so they went for the intentionally lo-fi sound, right? Like, that's a pretty smart idea.
reminds
mean-
me of Tetrasphere.
Yeah, it sounded really fucking good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, just some good 90s D&B music. Like,
Dave and Buster's.
yes, 90s Dave and Buster's.
Now, this was the one that they really kind of took away a lot of the classic Barman elements and it's like a platformer for most of it, I think.
Yeah, took away a lot of the classic elements, as in it's not multiplayer. Like,
I was just about to say, like, took away a lot of classic elements, like playing with more than one person.
yeah, no, truly a bizarre choice. Like, I was like, in the lead up to this, I'm like, Bomberman Hero's a good pick. Like, yeah, wait, did I fucking play Bomberman Hero? And then it's like, it's a one player only game. I'm like, no, I didn't play Bomberman Hero. Of course not. Like, all my memories of Bomberman are multiplayer. So,
I mean, most of my memories of Nintendo 64 in general are multiplayer, right? Like, it had the 4
No
ports
kidding.
built in. That's the reason you got it.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's kind of right there.
I
feel
remember
like-
wanting to rent it, but for some reason it was always rented, so I could never get it.
Because it's one of those games where they only got one fucking copy of it at, like, every fifth Blockbuster around the country, and it was always rented because it's a quality game. Like, it's a adventure game starring Bomberman. Don't get to play multiplayer, but like I like running around and setting bombs and solving platforming puzzles. Like, that sounds dope. But no, this isn't the kind of game that's going to move units at a Blockbuster.
Yeah, it does have some cool other features too. Because I actually did like the reason you couldn't rent this, John, is because I was renting it.
Damn it, John!
And it had some neat. It had like the 3D platforming, but it also had modes where you got to play sort of a, like not a fully on rails type stage, but one where you're just kind of moving forward through the stage, and moving like up, down, left, right kind of thing. I guess it sounds like on rails, doesn't it? But you can move backwards too.
It does.
Yeah. So they had stages that were very similar to the Star Fox 64 submarine stage. Where you're going through the water and shooting things ahead of you. There's a stage where you have like copter blades on your head. There's a stage where you have a jetpack, and a stage where you're on a snowboard. And those kind of broke up the platforming, and they were pretty neat things, because like the copter one, it's like, yeah, you're a Bomberman helicopter dropping bombs on things. Like that's awesome. That's fun, dropping bombs.
I mean, it sounds like they just kind of thought, hey, you know, it'd be cool, Inspector Gadget game. And then, yeah, they made this game, and Inspector Gadget came back and like, nah. Well, it turns out that Matthew Broderick movie ain't so hot. We're not making a tie-in game. It's like, well, fuck it, make it Bomberman. I don't know what to tell you. Like, turn Matthew Broderick into Bomberman. And
what about the French Stewart Inspector Gadget?
God, was there a French Stewart Inspector Gadget?
Yes, sir.
They made a sequel to Inspector Gadget, and they couldn't get like any of the cast back, so they cast French Stewart.
That sounds familiar now that I think about it. Fuck,
God.
Anybody in the Discord chat, throw your French Stewart emotes up.
Did you ever think you'd be talking about French Stewart in multiple episodes?
Did I? No, and I'm the motherfucker that brought Stargate to the show. I didn't anticipate anybody bringing up French Stewart ever on this show. God, it's gonna be wild though next week.
He's gonna be the guest.
Home Alone 3 game, and yeah, with special guest French Stewart, it's gonna get crazy.
It's actually not going to be French Stewart. It's just going to be me squinting more.
Right. Oh, God, David, you could pull it off, man.
Yeah.
Can we just next week? Look at me! Look at it! It's French Stewart, everybody! He's live on stream right now.
Do they make like instead of having to make David shave? Is there a thing we can put on his face to make him look shaved, and then he can really do
a bald cap for a beard?
Yeah, bald cap for a beard.
Instead of a fake mustache and beard, I'd like to put on a fake.
Just
clean
slap
cut face.
some like ham or bologna on your face.
Yes. Do it, David. Come to the show
And
next week.
make sure-
Squinting, covered in deli meats.
Make sure you don't warn Song, so when she walks in on you, she's like, "What in the holy hell is happening to
Guys,
you
it's,
right now?"
it's really obvious right now that we've been reading David's dream journal. We really gotta stop doing that.
Gotta really get into the meat piece.
I realize that this is 1 vote to 3, but I'm still going to veto that idea.
Oh,
Go with no, just because.
would it be better if you used some French's mustard?
Oh.
What if
Damn, man.
You know, I'll sleep on it.
what if we did like Spanish meats, right? What if we did jamon? Would that be okay?
Johnny, that's just ham, but with an accent.
Then he wouldn't be French Stewart. He'd be fucking
Spanish Stewart.
Iberico Stewart.
Iberico Stewart.
Basque Stewart.
Yeah, Serrano Stewart.
I think we just found the episode title.
Oh, God. French Stewart's awesome cousin, Serrano Stewart. No, that's not what's happening. David's not doing that. But for real, David, get yourself a shave and go make money on the streets of Chicago being a French Stewart impersonator is what I'm trying to tell you.
There's such a demand.
I know Chicago's not quite like New York and LA in that sense, but like if you just went out and started doing street impressions of French Stewart, you'd catch a couple of bucks.
It's like, the Silver Man. It's like the Stewart Man. You just stay on a box and look like French Stewart.
God damn it. Why are we talking about French Stewart?
So Bomberman Hero came out between Bomberman 64 and Bomberman 64 2, which is also confusing.
Word. Yeah, you guys talk about this, man. Johnny, fucking fill him in on this. I gotta piss.
All right. So, it is a 3D platformer, and it is some pretty good platforming and puzzling and solving and all that. It plays kind of similar to, like, say, Crash Bandicoot, but you get to throw bombs, right? Like, it's not a 3D platformer like, say, Mario 64 is with the full 3D experience. You're really just moving 2D through level, but you can kind of come in and out a little bit. But it's, it looked pretty good. It was. I remember enjoying playing it, and constantly running it just to fuck with John. I really didn't actually like it that much. I just knew John wanted to play it. That's not true. I just kept running it because I like it.
I mean, I would have believed you.
No, I was not that vindictive, and I'm still not that vindictive. I can't do that.
See, I like the idea though that you are that petty and vindictive, but you just can't bring yourself to keep playing Bomberman Heroes. Like, you pick it up like, John won't get this. I don't really want to play this weekend.
Is this worth it though? Is this worth the $6? Yeah. I'm in middle school. My only income's my allowance. Is this what I want to spend it on? And so, yeah. That's my Barman Hero story.
Riveting.
Word, John. Great story.
What a blast.
I was here. Weak.
I'm sorry, John. I honestly I wasn't paying attention. I'm thinking about those beans.
Hey, now David's looking for bonus points. It ain't happening to us.
I was so close to writing that for my answer, but I was like, nah, he won't let it fly.
Yeah, I might have. You never know, man. We're trying to keep this thing competitive, but anyway. So we all got our Bomberman stories out of the way. Johnny, did you explain the Star Wars parallels?
Oh no, I did not. So yeah, here's the Star Wars parallels.
That's why I left.
Oh,
He's like, I don't want to hear that shit.
yeah. So the game opens with the princess that's in a ship is captured by an empire, and she's carrying like vital information. And she gives that vital information to a robot, and the robot ejects and lands on the planet below. Which
Is it just one robot?
It's just one robot. Yes, it's not two
Okay,
robots.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally different from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta have
Yeah.
one trash can and one translator for the trash can.
No, so yeah, land on the planet. Planet is a desert, and then later in the game, when they find the princess, Princess Million, I think it's Million, Princess Million. She's laying like in the exact same pose that Princess Leia is laying in when Luke Skywalker shows up to rescue her. So like,
Oh, and those N64 graphics. Great.
Yeah. She's got that weird like metal bikini on.
look, if you can recreate it with Lego and Lego Star Wars, I think you can recreate it with N64 graphics too. They're
Fair
not
enough.
that much more
That's fair.
complicated.
It's all about the detail on that box, baby. You can draw whatever you want on the box. So yeah.
That's what she said.
I really hope that White Bomber and Bomberman Heroes is just kind of like a whiny farm boy who has to go and stop the Empire.
Oh man, I mean seriously, why not just like put Bomberman in more things? Like we got Lego Star Wars and Lego Harry Potter, Lego Indiana Jones. Make Bomberman Star Wars, Bomberman Indiana Jones.
Lego Bomberman.
I thought you were going to Lego Bomberman.
No. Put Bomberman in all these things. So it's just all those movies, but all the characters throw bombs.
So kind of like how the Muppets would do like Muppet Wizard of Oz, Muppet Treasure Island. You'd have Bomberman Star Wars and Bomberman Wizard of Oz.
That is exactly what I mean, David. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like,
I wish,
Bomberman should be as the Muppets are to like fucking pop culture. Like they should just be like placed in things. Not Harry Potter. Fuck Harry Potter. We're done there. But all the other things. Yeah,
Bomberman show tonight.
God, it'd be it'd be so good.
I just want Bomberman and Smash Bros. So
I mean, he's there.
no, I want
He's
to play as him.
I feel like they kind of got him right as an assist trophy, though. Like, I feel like his move set is limited. Like, place bomb,
But he
place
has
bomb,
different kinds of bombs.
kick bomb.
Bomb.
Yeah. explode, place more bombs. I feel like he works very well as an assist trophy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they can bring like what was that super intense Bomberman they made for next gen consoles? Maybe they can bring
Ugh.
Oh God, Act Zero.
Oh,
Zero Bomberman for Smash.
yes.
Oh, it'd be so hardcore.
Oh,
Just God, they should bring all the bad like mid 2000s attempts to make things edgy into Smash.
No, what they should do is they should make a Smash Brothers spin-off that has like Lou Albano Mario and CDI Link and Act Zero Bomberman.
Called Trash Bros.
I mean, you jest, but that sounds fucking great.
oh God, Mega Man from the box art of Mega Man 1.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's already in a game, John. We've talked about Street Fighter Cross Tekken. They've got that out there. They can put these things into a game. Like all the worst versions of things in a game would be fantastic.
Just make a Captain Endgame.
Yeah, and, have a 3D Sonic in there. Doesn't matter which one. Yeah, doesn't matter which one. They're all trash.
No, it's got to be the Sonic R like Sega Saturn polygon model version.
We tried to make it round. We're very sorry. Oh fuck. Yeah. I would like to see like an alternate Smash Brothers with all the shitty versions of things in it.
Oh God, Castlevania Judgment version of Simon.
Sounds good, man. Bomberman will whoop that ass. But in the meantime, we still got Bomberman as an assist trophy. We got Bomberman Hero, this fantastic game that we all definitely played, and have fond memories of. And I think it's great. So we let's see, where are we on the show tonight? We I guess we struck one of those Batman Returns from the record. So, Johnny, I hate to ask this, but like, do you want to jump back in with one more game?
Oh, I would love to do that. I'm not done with my Batman Returns.
Oh no, God, John, no, that's not what I'm asking. Like, we struck. Oh, here it goes.
Alright guys, so this game introduced a new power-up in 2003, and this power-up would not be seen again until 2011. All right, guys. So who's got Batman Returns written down?
Johnny, I immediately regret letting you back onto the show. Oh, man.
I like the chat saying Mario Returns or Game Gear. Ooh, okay. I managed to read David's. I'm waiting for Jesse to write his down. Ooh, okay. So Jesse says Mario something beans.
I'm
which
thinking
is
about that answer.
totally correct. No. And David wrote Super Mario Advance 4: Super Mario Brothers 3, which is correct.
Jesus.
This is
What?
super.
Oh, it was the boomerang.
Yes, the boomerang, which was in the Japanese only version, I think, until it came out on they did a re-release on the Wii console or Wii U Virtual Console, one of those two. That
Yeah,
included, they brought in all the e-reader content for that re-release, but originally that boomerang was exclusive to Japan. So
yeah,
yes,
because
this
you
is,
got like bonus levels using the e-reader cards, and some of them would give you like different shit not in Mario 3. Like I know one of them you could get like the turnips that you could pull up from Mario 2. I think you got the cape from Mario World, and I know the boomerang was there too.
yeah, this game was kind of bonkers. Because you had the levels that had those power-ups, and you had just cards with those power-ups. So you could just get the cape like in any level if you had the power-up card to do it and an e-reader. So who here had the e-reader for their Game Boy Advance?
I think that was the one peripheral I didn't get for the Game Boy Advance. Because I definitely had the link cable to pair it with the advanced cable to pair it with the GameCube and use it as a controller. But I never got the e-reader.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. Because like they really did a mishmash of multiple Mario games in this one. Like it's because like you said, David, they had the turnip thing that was a power up you could get. There was another power up that could make it like Mario World, where when you hit guys with fireballs, they turn into coins. There was the feather power up. They added the boomerang. That was brand new. That was not from any Mario game. And some of those bonus levels on the e-reader cards included elements of Super Mario World, like the what's his name, Rip Van Fish. They had levels with Rip Van Fish that would chase you around.
What?
Yeah, like
I love Rip Van Fish.
it was really bonkers.
Let's talk Rip Van Fish for a second, because honestly, as a kid that like read a lot of books, whenever I saw that in the credits for Super Mario World, I'm like, I understood that reference. Like, it's a sleepy fish, and then he wakes up when you swim by him. Rip Van Fish. I get it.
I didn't read a
like
lot of books,
fish.
but I watched a lot of Wishbone, so it worked out for me.
Word. Fuck you, John. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. That was me expressing pride in understanding who Rip Van Winkle was the first time I played Super Mario World. It's like, oh right, I could have just read the Cliff's Notes versions of all literature and understood the same reference. God damn it!
Isn't Rip Van Winkle like a short story? Do they have Cliff Notes of those?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a short story of such renown that it has become Cliff Notes of itself. Point is, Rip Van Fish, sleeping fish, cracks me up. That's that was the only point I was trying to make there. I'm all about that sleeping fish, much like I'm about those beans. I was thinking about those beans when I saw that name Rip Van Fish. I'm like, now I'm thinking about that fish. What was his thing? He was asleep. Rip Van Fish, Rip Van Winkle. Man slept for a long time. Funny thing about Rip Van Fish, woke up really quickly as soon as you passed him by. He was a big pain in the ass. So not really the same thing. The fish versus the Winkle, not the same thing.
Be it
That was one of my favorite parts of Rip Van Fish, though, is if you could swim past him when he like wakes up and he's like, "Oh God, I can't!" What? Fuck it, and just like instantly falls asleep and falls to the ground.
See, I like Rip Van Fish falling back asleep. I do also like Rip Van Fish. So many Rip Van Fish waking up that it like lags the level really hard, and you're just being pursued by a bunch of aggressive, like just woken up fish. Oh, those Super Mario World memories. I love that shit.
But yeah, this is I think this is the last of the Super Mario Advance games. And one thing I was wondering is, what Super Mario Advance game did they introduce a thing where every time Mario gets a power up, he says, "Oh, just what I needed"? I know they did that in the Mario World one, which I think was 3. Did they do that?
Mario World was 2.
2.
I think they started it in the first Mario Advance, which was Mario 2, because they went 2. The Advance was 2. Advance 2 was World. Advance 3 was Yoshi's Island, and then
Yoshi's
Advance
Island.
4 was Mario 3.
And like that whole just what I needed shit is so fucking annoying. Like, and I don't remember if there's an option to turn that off. I hope there is, because that I remember watching a friend play that and just be like, "Oh my god, like this is awful." Like, I would just play as Tiny Mario the whole game. Fuck it. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, no, fuck all that noise. Like, I don't understand why adding extra voice clips to existing Mario games seemed like a good idea. Like, no.
But I did like the Mario Advance games for how they changed stuff. Like, obviously graphically they look really good, but I know in the first one, which was Mario 2, they added like giant vegetables and giant enemies. So like randomly you would just pull out a massive fucking turnip that you could throw and take out like an entire screen. And like there'd be an army of Shy Guys, and be like 2 normal Shy Guys and then a giant Shy Guy that you could jump on top of and pull up.
I made of that pulling off a big Shy Guy. Yeah. Wait, no, that sounded wrong. Go for it, John. I was just going to gripe about the numbering system for these games.
No, I was impressed that they added the Mario World cape, and they had to come up with all new sprites for that, right? Because that's the Mario Advance 4 cape sprite is Mario 3 style with a cape. It's very, very interesting to see.
Oh, word? Yeah, I didn't even thought about that.
Or I guess it's Mario 3, like, Super Mario All-Star style, I guess, really. But still, like, it's not the Mario World sprite. They had to, like, redraw that shit.
So, I mean, should we do a rundown of the fucking numbering on this nonsense-ass series, just so everybody's clear on what we're talking about here with the Mario Advance series? Like, so they launched the Game Boy Advance with Super Mario Advance, which was, of course, Super Mario Brothers 2 ported up to the Game Boy Advance.
The most famous of Super Mario Brothers games.
Indubitably. When I think Super Mario Brothers on the Game Boy Advance, I'm thinking port of Super Mario Brothers 2. They follow that up with Super Mario Advance 2. Johnny, which game was that?
Super Mario World.
Indeed, exactly. And so then Super Mario Advance 3, naturally, is Yoshi's Island.
No. Super Mario Advance 3 is Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Excuse me. I left off Super Mario World 2. So yes, the official title is Super Mario Advance 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So sorry.
A lot of colons.
Exactly. Fucking A. And then, of course, Super Mario Advance 4 is Super Mario Brothers 3. I honestly don't understand how Nintendo could have fucked this up harder. Like, it's fascinating.
Couldn't they just name them like Super Mario Brothers 3 GBA?
They got this so right after this, because I honestly think the confusion is what led them to not making 2D platforming games until New Super Mario Brothers. And then it's like, all right, we got New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Mario Brothers U, all these different things. If they had just called this Super Mario Brothers Advance, and it was, well, I guess they didn't want to do the first one, so they had to start out with 2. Maybe put 1 and 2 in a package. I don't know. Point is, just take the existing title and add the word advance. It's just not that hard. Don't add more numbers. Games that didn't have numbers. Super Mario Advance 2 : Super Mario World. Like, now hold on. In Japan, Super Mario World was called Super Mario Brothers 4. So what are we talking about here? Like,
To say I can almost understand starting with Mario 2 because the Game Boy Color had Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Like the Game Boy Color had an enhanced version of the original Mario. The Game Boy Advance should have an enhanced version of Mario 2. Like that makes sense. But then once you go to, okay, so for the second one, we're going to do the fourth one. Like,
right.
Okay, now you've lost me.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. Do them in the right order. Like, what was so prohibitive to them doing Super Mario Advance (parentheses Super Mario Brothers 2) and following that up with Super Mario Advance 2 (parentheses Super Mario Brothers 3) and then Super Mario World and Yoshi's Island? I don't know. It's fascinating how silly they made this naming convention. I just don't understand it. But
It is neat though, because I guess they must have built on.
Is it, John? Is it neat?
Well, they must have built on engines from the previous game because they have that Super Mario World content in Super Mario Brothers 3, right? Like they have Rip Van Fish and they have the cape.
That is true.
So like that, I guess by doing it in this order, they got to do that, right? And
it took them how many years to make Mario Maker after this? I mean, like,
yeah,
seems to me like they could have fucking realized, like, damn, we could have a Mario Maker on the Wii, and it could be the dopest goddamn game of all time. No, we're gonna save that. We're gonna put that in the pot for a little while. We're gonna cook that a little bit.
But
sorry.
Yeah, and so yeah, the music that I played was all exclusive to this port. So we had the World E-Castle, we had the E-Card scan, and we had the title screen, which
Fuck. World E. Who ever heard of such a thing?
And yeah, like, I mean, the e-reader thing sounded cool, and I wish I could have actually tried it, though, but it is nice that now you can just buy it for Wii or Wii U or whatever, and just get all of it. Well, okay, I don't know if you can anymore, but
it's one of the Game Boy. It's one of the Game Boy Advance games you can get on the Wii U, and I remember everyone's like, "Why the fuck? You already have Super Mario Brothers 3. Why would you do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna include all the e-reader levels." Like, oh fuck. I think I need to get that.
Right, word. I mean, because who the fuck wanted to deal with the e-reader back in the day? Like, just bundle that shit up. I don't want to deal with it at all. Like, can you do DLC on the GBA? I'll take it. Fuck it.
Yeah, the e-reader thing would kind of piss me off because all that shit is programmed into the cart, and the card is just unlocking it. Like, it's all already there. Just let me have it. I just want to throw the goddamn Hammer Brothers boomerang, or Boomerang Brothers, whatever you call that.
Word, because I mean, seriously, let's talk, briefly about Super Mario Brothers 3. And when you got power-ups, the most mind-blowing one was not, the Tanuki suit. We all love the Tanuki suit, but when you got the hammer suit, it was like, whoa, okay, hold on, game changer. Did I just get the hammer helmet and I can throw hammers now? It's like, playing this and you get the boomerang suit. Whoa. Super game changer. Like, oh, I love a boomerang in a video game. So yeah, being able to play as Boomerang Mario. Yeah.
Although the boomerang, one, you had to catch it. It didn't just come back to you. You had to make sure you actually caught it. And
hold on.
Okay, boomerang.
Whoa.
And it was like Haribo's shoe. It didn't last past the end of the level.
Damn.
So that's
all right. Now let's talk Haribo's shoe for real. Like, how has the shoe not come back in more things?
I know. I love the shoe.
We all love the shoe.
Okay. It should be a fucking vehicle in Mario Kart.
Yes.
Why the fuck is it not? Oh my God, Jesse. I don't know why I haven't had that original thought in, 7 years of playing Mario Kart 8, but yes, why is the shoe not a cart?
Like, Nintendo's really fucking up. I want to play as Dry Bones driving around in that fucking boot.
A fucking boot? Yeah.
Thinking
about that boot.
They have carts based off of warp pipes and the
So many.
Koopa Clown car and the fucking Blue Falcon, but Karibo Shoe is not a cart?
There is even in Mario Kart, I believe at least 8 Deluxe, if not 8, there is a very non-specific shoe cart. It's like the sneaker. And now that I realize, like, we've had so much time wasted with that not being a Karibo shoe cart. Like, oh my God, Jesse, how the fuck? I feel like I've just had the wool pulled back from my eyes. Like we could have been enjoying Karibo's shoe as a vehicle for so many years now, and we haven't. And I'm just
I feel like just by asking that question, Jesse should win this round of August Absurdity.
no, Johnny, I'm upset because we're at the end of the episode. And we've got a tie game. I like the tiebreaker. I really do.
I like the tiebreaker of Jesse wins.
But in fairness,
it was based on a wonderful idea that you did not have.
In your face, David. Have you been thinking about Karibo's shoe?
Every day of my life.
In Mario Kart?
Since 1990.
Fair enough. Okay, David, that tracks. That man thinks about Karibo's shoe. No, for real, it's God, the end of this game, and it's crazy that we're tied because obviously with all the madness, the shuffling, the Batman Returns, the scrambling to fill in the episode, there was no time for a lightning round. So it's time for sudden death. Game That Tune trivia. Guys, get your boards out. I can't believe we have to decide this first round of August Absurdity on this. If one of you guys has to find a loophole to get back into the finals, we'll find a way. But for now, I want to see those hands up. I want to see those boards up because I got a trivia question for you. Price is Right style. I feel like we need a drop for this. Johnny, give me a sudden death trivia question drop.
How absurd!
That's the one I'm talking about right there. All right, guys. So, having thought thoroughly and deeply about those beans, I want to know on the Bush's Beans United States products website, how many flavors of beans across all product categories, not simply baked beans, all Bush's products, baked beans, grilling beans, starters, savories, all of Bush's beans. I want to know, closest without going over, how many flavors of Bush's beans do you think they're advertising on the official Bush's Beans website? Because, guys, I want to tell you, I'm thinking about those beans.
I like how you say I have a Game That Tune trivia question, and it's about Bush's beans.
Is there any other way to settle this, guys? It's about those beans.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
I'm saying, man, we're up in the Mean Bean Machine right now. Oh my God, lower the answers. Oh God. Wow. Okay. I'm dying. David says 12. There's fewer than 12, or there's more than 12 varieties of merely baked beans. Those Bushes, man, they make a lot of beans, David. Jesse says 100. Johnny, get a soundboard ready. Jesse is exactly right. There are 100 flavors of beans.
Calculating computer activated. Computers. Beeps. Boops.
Damn it, John.
Scoring complete. This game's winner is... Jesse Moore.
This is fucking crazy, guys. so many flavors of beans.
I thought 100 was too many. I was cracking up
That's
at how many.
what's so wild. There's exactly 100. It's a nonsense guess because who would advertise 100 flavors of beans?
Bushes.
And Bush's did it, baby. And Jessie just wrote 100 and got it right. It's the wildest shit.
Wow.
It's
See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I know 12 is low, but I'm going to lowball this because maybe Jessie will go just over. And I had hope when I saw 100.
Oh, it's so wild. Okay, so I'm sorry. I got to give the bean breakdown. So there's 15 flavors of baked beans, 5 grilling beans, 15 flavors of chili beans, 29 flavors of Bush's quote-unquote variety beans, 5 flavors of savory beans, 15 Latin-inspired flavors, and then you've got, of course, 5 flavors of Bush's organic beans and 11 reduced sodium beans. Exactly 100 flavors of beans. And why Bush's doesn't put that on their can, I don't know. Like, they should be marketing themselves as 100 flavors of beans.
Yeah, Bush is 100, like Heinz 57.
That's
like-
what I'm saying.
And we have yet to touch on the dog who likes to try to sell the recipe.
That's what I'm saying. All this talk about those beans, and we've barely even mentioned the dog that is trying to destroy the family by selling the secret recipe for those
I have
beans.
100 recipes, and I'm a dog.
Yeah, I'm a dog.
Oh, good.
Roll that goddamn beautiful bean footage. Wow. I honestly can't think of a stupider and better way for this episode to end
How absurd.
than broken Jessie Moore winning a sudden death question about beans.
Wonderful.
Whew. I mean, I want to assure everybody this truly was not like a work. I just referenced those beans in that discussion and cracked myself up. And
Hold on. Can I tell this story?
please.
We get to the bonus game. David gets it right. John texts me, all caps, fuck, we have no lightning round planned. Gotta come with a tiebreaker, sudden death or something. So I say, okay, well, I'll talk. You make the round. And he just responds, it's gonna be bean themed.
It was the only way.
I wondered, like, it worked out where I could talk a lot about the Mario Advance games because I saw both of you, like, furiously typing and looking away, like, oh, they're planning something.
There was no way I was going to be able to do trivia based on any of the games we selected tonight. I'd already revealed how many editions of Batman Returns there were. Like, no one cares about any of the other games that we selected. And we discussed thoroughly the naming conventions for Super Mario Advance. The only answer was the beans. It had to be beans.
So
It
please,
was meant beans.
please look forward to our new Patreon podcast where we sample every flavor of beans, bean that tune.
Oh my god, I am so in favor of game that thinking about those beans.
I mean, that's 100 episodes right there.
We listen to video game music. We talk about the beans.
we all crack open our can of beans. Just put the spoon right in, straight out of the can.
Guaranteed 100 episodes of bean chat. Anyway, now we're not thinking about those beans. We're thinking about tonight's champion. Moving on to the next round, Jessie Moore. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. And congratulations, Troy.
Oh, yeah. Go for it, man. I'm sorry.
I just had to say congratulations, Troy. You told me to say
Yeah.
it.
Congratulations, Troy. That's fantastic news.
Although I think he said he broke a window earlier, so I'm not sure what's up with him.
he's doing fine, man. He wanted a shout out, he gets a shout out. Man, we got great fans in our Discord. Get with us and get congratulations. Now, Jessie, you want to cut it into show promo or something? Let's have a little victory speech there. I'm gonna throw a chair at your head. How about that?
Yeah, the fuck.
Jesus Christ.
That was fucking crazy. Oh my god, there was so much blood, and that promo he cut afterwards saying that you can't kill Matt Hardy. Oh god, I love Matt Hardy.
Goes to show you, man, you can't kill Jesse Moore.
Yeah, I'm unkillable.
Exactly. You know, God, that I do love the idea of you adopting all of Matt Hardy's things and becoming either unkillable Jesse Moore or $1 million Jesse Moore.
Jesse Moore version 1.0.
Hell yeah. God, I miss Jesse Moore version 1.0. We all hung out at the Eskimo shows together. We remember that version.
How about some Jesse Moore facts?
Some crop circle ninjas, baby. But yeah, so you know, Jesse, cut your end of show promo before we get out of here.
I didn't write one, so
just rub it in on David is what I'm trying to tell you now. You took his crown, you filled it with beans.
Yeah. Brother Sniffet, it was a valiant battle upon your part, but unfortunately, or more accurately, fortunately, there can only be one winner, and it was me. And you have been rendered obsolete. And I got some good bonus music.
Hell yeah, man. So, man, what a fucking show. David, I'm sorry that the beans were not in your favor tonight. You know, what a game it was. But, you know, great game that you played. I think me and John made it extra difficult for you guys. And you guys, you know, I don't want to say you rose to the occasion, but, you know, you definitely, you know, it was a tough-ass game. So.
Yeah, it was fucking...
Yeah, it was.
It was hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. David, any closing words?
No, it was a hard game. It came down to the wire. It reminds me of John when you and I went head to head. You know, we matched each other very well, and then it came down to like a last minute final question lightning round. So I ain't even mad. Well played, Jesse.
Yep, it was good. You know, it was dare I say it, absurd.
Very.
How absurd!
It was very absurd. Soundboard is what I'm trying to tell you. It was bean themed. But anyway, yeah, great show tonight, guys. What a fucking show. And you know, I hope that next week will be just as absurd. You know, David is now eliminated, but he and Jesse now do have to collaborate to come up with songs for me and John. I worry now that we are going to get utterly fucked. For
me and my brother Sniffet will reform Team Extreme, and brother Sniffet will be representing Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, David, you're gonna have to look up some clips, man, because you're gonna have to cut a promo at some point.
Wear some Jinkos.
Yes,
and like
how
a
fast
fishnet shirt.
How quickly can you gauge your ears?
Yeah. You should paint your face too.
The utter look of confusion on David's face by me even mentioning gauging his ears tells me everything I need to know. You know, okay, so
I'm just wondering if, like, even if I gauge him, I'm wearing headphones.
Still, it would look dope. I want you to cut some dope patterns into that beard, paint your face, gauge those ears, all by next week.
And at some point, I'm gonna want you to jump off something really tall.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna work on that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. But yeah, in the meantime, what a fucking show. Johnny, I think we did great. Did we not? Can we get like a virtual Game That Tune high five for, you know, how good this round was for Jesse and David?
Friends.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the virtual high five right there. So, yep. Thank you to everybody watching with us. We're live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. Thanks to everybody listening in podcast form. We're in your podcast device on Tuesday mornings. You know, check out Apple Podcasts or anywhere you get your podcasts. Leave us a review, subscribe, share it with your friends. We love you guys listening and enjoying Game That Tune. Thanks to our requester tonight. Thanks to everybody checking out Patreon. We got a lot of great stuff on Patreon. We got movie commentaries. We've got Covered Up. We've got GTT Gems. We are going to get an episode out for the month of July. Again, I wasn't bullshitting. I let Johnny pick the music this week because I'm just being destroyed. But honestly, you know, we got a July and August gems coming. We got a lot of fun stuff going on over there at patreon.com/GameThatTune. So we thank you guys for supporting us. Special thanks to the super fan tier producers: Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Daniel Perky, Chrono, Dominic Guy, Taylor Rice, Sam L, and Tyler Tedesco. Fantastic fellas supporting us over there at Patreon. Thank you to Tyler for the request tonight. He's a super fan. He gets request priority. But also he sent us his request in Discord. You can give us your requests, gamethattune@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on Twitter at gamethattune, or you can hit us individually on Twitter. I am there at jgangsta187. You can find John Regan, Mr. Batman Returns, on Twitter at
JP Regan JR.
You can find David Fleming, the sadly first round eliminated deposed king of Game That Tune, on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
I love you, David. And you can find Jessie Moore, tonight's winner, moving on to the finals of August Absurdity 5, on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
All right, guys, and I just want to make it very clear, we got some fantastic bonus tunes coming up. And after that, we're going to do a Twitch raid to try and build that Twitch community. So stick with us through the bonus tunes and the Twitch raid. And all right, Jesse, you got the bonus tunes, my man. What are you taking us home with tonight?
So there's a new controversial song, and
Not controversial.
well, no, I mean it's controversial from some circles. I think it's just fine, and they mix that with Dire Docks from Mario 64. So we got
level?
yeah, because this is some wet ass pussy.
Fuck yeah, guys. How absurd. Peace out, everybody. Play the whole fucking thing.
Certified freak, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring my bucket and I'm on with this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got with this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe the nose with a dirty card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle. What is the size? Look at my mouth, look at my eyes. Pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. I don't put it, make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Yeah. Jump out, but you let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them, boy, I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. Really ain't never got a fucking for a thing. You already made mine, little boy. Hang your boots, hang your coat. Fuck this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy ain't run, just like his credit. He got a beard, well I'm tryna wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't wanna split, I wanna roll, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging in the back of my throat. My head can inspire, not even design, it's going and drying, it's coming outside, yeah, I run that thing, now the cops behind me, I still hit smack and I heat tryna sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like a G10. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In the food chain, I'm the one that eats you. If he ain't my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he can't bang. He can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. If he fuck me and ask who's is it when I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
Oh, it just cuts off there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I was waiting for Bowser laughing into that pussy. Wow, man. Okay, Batman Returns is copyright 1993. Konami. Klonoa 2, Lunatia's Veil is copyright 2001. Namco Limited. Blaster Master 2 is copyright 1993. Sunsoft. Bomberman Hero is copyright 1998. Hudson Soft. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3 is copyright 2003. Nintendo of America Incorporated.
All right, so I'm not going out like usual, I guess, because we gotta raise something, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on that raid right now. Here we go. Yeah.
Maybe Dan Reichert.
Is he live right now?
Yes, he is. He used to be on Giant Bomb, and now he works with the New Day on their podcast.
All right, everybody, stick around. We're raiding Dan Reichert. Peace out, Twitch homies.